Hello everyone and welcome to Sharp Dressed Gaming, and today we're back with some more Pokemon VGC 2017 with the Rampardos team, which is quickly becoming the Rampardos Guzzlord team. I did do a few battles off screen, and those two just put so much work in together. We have a 1653 rated player from Mexico. I have not lost a game with this team yet, so hopefully that doesn't happen now against a very interesting team. And yeah, if you guys want to try out the team, link for the team will be in the description below. Hopefully I have the right spread on the Oranguru in there, because I think it might be wrong, but the Oranguru needs to be faster than the Rampardos, so in case that is wrong, now you know. So we see the Clefairy, the Tapu Fini, Celesteela, Garchomp, Alolan Persian, and Arcanine. So I definitely go with a Oranguru. And I kind of want to go Hariyama. And the reason for that is because, so he could lead with Tapu Fini. I think he's going to lead Tapu Fini Persian. And the Persian will fake out the Hariyama, then you'll just knock it out, which I'm fine with. I don't need the Hariyama. It's just there to make sure the Trick Room gets up. Because once Trick Room's up, Rampardos and I could go Celesteela or Guzzlord. Or I could even go Trevenant, honestly. How do I deal with Celesteela? That is something this team needs, is something to deal with Celesteela. I guess we have to go Guzzlord against Celesteela, and we have to go Dark Pulses. Wow. I didn't notice how terribly bad excuse me, how terribly bad this team does against Celesteela. Like, Rampardos used to have Flamethrower, but Rock Slide does about the same amount of damage. And it's like a 3-hit KO for either attack anyway. So I just got rid of Flamethrower, but then I didn't notice how much the rest of the team just doesn't deal with Celesteela. I might have to put Flamethrower on my own Celesteela, which I really like the Flamethrower Celesteela set, but yeah. So he's actually going to lead Persian Garchomp, which works better for me because Garchomp can't knock out either of my Pokemon. And yeah. Persian's going to fake out, I assume. Oh, it's going to fake out the Oranguru, so we're going to get a fake out on the Garchomp, which works out better for us. That works out so much better for us, because now I get the Flame Orb. And Garchomp doesn't get off its Tectonic Rage, which is really nice, because that could have actually killed Oranguru at that point, because Oranguru just barely lives the Tectonic Rages. So, with the fake out damage. Oh, you're kidding me. You're absolutely kidding me. If that guy had brought Celesteela, he had a pretty good chance of winning at that point. Wow. Giving up. That was a 1665 rated player that gave up turn 1. You're kidding me. How did you get that high? If Trick Room gets set up on you and you lose instantly, or that's what you think at least, you're like, oh, I've lost. How do you make it that high? That's crazy. That's insane to me. So yeah, hopefully we don't run into another Celesteela this episode. I'm definitely going to have to look into my team. Like, yeah, I think because the Celesteela I'm using right now, I call it Bitchesteela, because it's the typical substitute Leech Seed set. I might go back to my other Celesteela that's all out attacking. I prefer that Celesteela, but we'll see. Oh, we have another Sheer Force user in Tauros. It could be the dumb set, though. The, what's it called? Anger Point? I don't think it is, just because there isn't really anything. I don't think any of these Pokemon get guaranteed critical hit moves. So Tauros, Arcanine, Milotic, Metagross, Gigalith, and Tapu Bulu. I'm going to go Hariyama, Oranguru. Hariyama, Oranguru. And then we can go with Rampardos and Guzzlord. Milotic could be I could actually, let's try Trevenant this time. Let's go Trevenant, Rampardos, and Guzzlord. Do I need Celesteela? Not necessarily. It really only hits that Gigalith and I guess the Bulu. But I like Trevenant here because then I have something that can Horn Leech the Milotic. That's nice. I could have brought Trevenant against the Tapu Fini too, I guess, that last game. I mean, it didn't end up mattering, but... Oh, I didn't bring Trevenant last game because of the Alolan Persian. Just because I didn't want to go up against it with Trevenant. Are you going to choose... Okay, I was going to say. You going to choose your Pokemon? What's the matter, trainer? Alright. I don't like how small Celesteela's head is on the layout. And Hariyama's so close to the screen. I don't know. Anyways, we have Pokemon trainer Kavana. I got Hariyama Trevenant leading off versus Arcanine Tapu Bulu. Two Pokemon that I didn't necessarily want to see, to be honest with you. I could fake out the Arcanine here, though, and Tapu Bulu shouldn't be able to touch Trevenant. I think they were leading Tapu Bulu to really scare the Oranguru. But thankfully, that's not the case. So now I can fake out the Arcanine and Trick Room with the Trevenant. Trick Room with the Trevenant. I'm really not worried about Arcanine because I just bring in Rampardos and Rock Slide. Also, Rampardos one-hit KOs with Iron Head on Tapu Bulu, which is really nice. Bulu's going to go for Horn Leech into the Hariyama. Do I live that? Ooh, just barely. I just barely live that. I'm going to set up Trick Room with Trevenant. Trevenant. I really like Trevenant. I wish it was a little bit better in VGC. Big stretch. Alright, I don't know that Heavy Slam knocks out at this point. We are burned. I'm going to Heavy Slam the Bulu. Trevenant does not have Protect. For some reason I thought it did. I could go into Guzzlord, but then I'm just taking damage I don't need to be taking. Now let's do it. I think it'll worth it. I think it will be worth it to keep Trevenant around for the Milotic. So Guzzlord comes in. We have to pan out. Oh, extreme speed into Hariyama. What did the Bulu do then? It's going to Horn Leech. Why were you trying to Horn Leech by Trevenant? Interesting play. Interesting. But now I just go for Sludge Bomb Rock Slide. And as long as it connects with both Pokemon, we're good to go. It is Life Orb Tapu Bulu. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense, because you got the grassy terrain. A lot of people just tend to run, like, recovery stuff or Choice Scarf. But yeah, I was bringing my Rampardos. Go Rock Slide, Sludge Bomb. And then we're on our way. My opponent could either switch or protect. Metagross can switch in for Bulu. But I mean, I just kill it the following turn then. Sludge Bomb into the Bulu. Gonna withdraw the Arcanine, so I'm assuming Tapu Bulu didn't switch out. My load comes in, it's gonna be taking a Rock Slide, so Tapu Bulu's gonna protect here though. Yeah, my ball. Sludge Bomb. Gonna hit the Protect Rock Slide. Please hit my Milotic. Yes. How much damage is this gonna do? Oh, 50%. So, because of that, I think I need to Dark Pulse there. I did a little over 50, but I don't want to like miss a roll on the Milotic and then end up fainting. So I'm gonna Dark Pulse Milotic here. I kind of expect the Bulu to switch out, probably an Arcanine, to guarantee that Milotic lives that Rock Slide. So this just helps me. I really don't expect Bulu to stay in here. In fact, I would be appalled if he stayed in. Arcanine, Metagross does come in there. So we know my opponent's whole team. I do need to get Trevenant back in here in Trick Room. It's going to be really hard, especially with an Arcanine sitting around in the back. Dark Pulse doesn't do nearly as much as I'd like it to, but this Rock Slide will be able to take my Milotic out. So I don't need to keep Trevenant alive as much either anymore. And also, my Guzzlord really doesn't have to be afraid of too much. If Tapu Bulu has super power, that'd be bad. But because I'm assuming it won't run Dazzling Gleam, So Arcanine come in. If Arcanine comes in, that's fine, because we know that we knock out with Rock Slide. Actually, it depends on how that last Arcanine was built. Tapu Bulu does come out here. Trick Room does not end, right? There's one more turn of Trick Room. So, Tapu Bulu probably protects here. I could probably get a free switch into Trevenant. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch in Trevenant, and I'll Dark Pulse the Metagross. Because I expect either Tapu Bulu Horn Leeches Trevenant, or it protects here. Try not to get Sludge Bombed. It protects, perfect. As long as Metagross doesn't protect. I'm thinking Tapu Bulu outspeeds Metagross. Yep. Dark Pulse into Metagross. And no Assault Vest, I'm thinking. So Metagross faints, and I get a +1 on my Guzzlord. Get a +1 on the Guzzlord. And this turn, I can just Trick Room and Sludge Bomb. There's no reason to not attack this turn. Because Arcanine comes in, probably just Flare Blitzes my Trevenant. And it does depend on Bulu's superpower, but Trevenant's going down here, so try and Trick Room. Most likely won't happen, and I Sludge Bomb the Tapu Bulu. We'll see if Tapu Bulu has superpower or not. Or if Arcanine has close combat. Burn Up from the Arcanine will KO the Trevenant. Which is a good play because now Rock Slide isn't super effective. Oh, I lived. Holy shit. I suppose Burn Up's a special move. If he's not completely invested, I am max special defense. Bulu does have superpower, which sucks for Guzzlord because it faints. But it's now minus attack and minus defense, so my Rampardos can just kill it now. And I get Trick Room up. Perfect! I mean, it would have been a better turn had I protected, but I really thought that Trevenant was going to faint, and I harvest my Citrus Berries, so now I'm looking real nice. And the Arcanine can't use Fire-type moves anymore. So Trevenant is just looking like a baller shot caller at this point. And I can even Horn Leech the Arcanine. I can even Horn Leech the Arcanine here. I can Will-O-Wisp the Bulu, just to make it next to useless. Yeah, let's Will-O-Wisp the Bulu here. And I'll go for Rock Slide with Rampardos, because there's really no reason not to. Especially if Will-O-Wisp connects, which it does. So that Bulu is now technically -3, I mean, with the Life Orb though, so. Rock Slide misses Tapu Bulu, that's what I wanted it to hit! Damn it! Arcanine almost faints to that. But it does have a berry. It does have a berry. So Tapu Bulu's gonna go for Horn Leech. Oh, it goes for another superpower. Why? Why wouldn't you go for a Horn Leech at that point? I'm gonna live that. He's minus all that. But does Arcanine have a move now? That's the question. Arcanine has Heat Wave. Oh, I thought you can't use Fire-type moves after you use Burn Up. That's fine, because we're gonna live it. Rampardos, of course, gets burned. I thought you couldn't use Fire-type moves after you use Burn Up. I guess it's only Burn Up you can't use anymore. That's strange. Well. I do have to get rid of the Arcanine. It doesn't have a typing anymore, so I can Horn Leech it. Horn Leash? Horn Unleash, and then I'll Rocks. Yeah, I'll Rock Slide. I don't think we'll KO the Arcanine here with that, but. And I think Trevenant's -1, so Horn Leech is just doing nothing too. Rock Slide connects with both Pokemon this time. Tapu Bulu with its -1 defense goes really low. We're going to see superpower once again. Able to knock out the Rampardos. The Heat Wave might not be able to get us, I don't think, actually. And he could possibly miss. And Bulu faints this turn. Miss, damn. Trevenant, can you live? It's non-stab. It's a shit! Oh! The Trevenant lives with 2 HP. And I think we have one more turn of Trick Room here, at least. We don't harvest, unfortunately, and we do have one more turn of Trick Room. Trevenant pulling it out at the very end. We have 2 more turns, so even if he has Protect for some reason, can't Extreme Speed me. We are just looking peachy. So 75 base power and 70. Horn Leech is more base power? That's surprising. And I am -1 in attack, that's why. Alright. I'll just Horn Leech. That should knock out the Arcanine. Right? Yes. I got a little scared there. Ooh, Trevenant pulling it out. Burn Up Arcanine, something I have not seen in quite a while. As you can tell by me not knowing how it works. But yeah, because it was Burn Up if it was Flare Blitz, Trevenant was dead. Because I'm max special defense. So, and it's really surprising that I lived. I guess, like, yeah, you must not be modest 252, which is typically what Special Arcanine do, because it's not as high as their physical attack. Interesting. Very interesting. But we keep the streak alive, and we'll do one more match here. But yeah, I definitely need to look at my Celesteela weakness. I think really the only answer is to go with a Flamethrower Celesteela. That's what I'm thinking. It won't be great, but at least we'll have 2 options for Celesteela along with Rampardos, which Rampardos is weak, so it doesn't really answer it, but you know, just have to figure something out. I want to try some of the later songs here. Elite Four. I mean, I can't hear it, so I don't know why I care. I can't hear it. I guess I could put my headphones in, but whatevs. Can we find an opponent? It took forever to find the first one, too. I actually did an intro, started, and then realized my in-game audio was too loud. Did another intro. Oh, 1649, the Kingdom of Denmark. Didn't know it was a kingdom. We have the Tapu Fini, the Alolan Persian, the Tapu Lele, the Ninetales, the Kartana, and the Arcanine. So this is generally when I would go with a Celesteela lead, and I kind of really like that. Yeah, I think we go Celesteela Rangaroo this time with Rampardos and Guzzlord. Let me just look at that team. I like it a lot. I wouldn't mind having Hariyama, but I think we'll just have to confirm that. I go Celesteela against any team that has Tapu Lele, because typically they're going to lead Tapu Lele then, and then you can threaten it. The Alolan Persian, again, you can't do anything to my Rangaroo. So if they don't want to lead with Lele, then we just figure out what we want to do with Celesteela. As long as it's not Arcanine. As long as it's not Arcanine, then I'm fine. I'm Arca-fine. I'm trying to remember if I'm max special defense on my Celesteela. I think I am. I think I went specially defensive with Celesteela. Or physically defensive, sorry. Because specially defensive is Trevenant. It's going to be Persian Ninetales, which is fine. It's fine by me. I'm just saying it's fine by me. If you never leave, we can stay like this forever. It's fine by me. So I don't know if the Ninetales are going to switch, stay in, do whatever. Yeah, I really don't care. I'm just going to Leech Seed the Persian here. And I'll Trick Room. The Persian could go for taunts instead of Fake Out. Typically it's going to Fake Out. It might Fake Out the Celesteela. And I Leech Seed the Persian instead of Heavy Slam the Ninetales, because if Ninetales decides he wants to stay in, I can just double Heavy Slam it the following turn. Persian is going to try and go for taunt here. Onto your Rangaroo, I do have Mental Herb. It's always a good idea to taunt just for fun, because not all Rangaroo carry Mental Herb. I do, because I want to guarantee that I can get Trick Room set up. And then what? And then with Inner Focus or Telepathy, you can usually tell by the team. If it's a team that uses a lot of spread moves, then a Rangaroo is going to be Telepathy. But again, I want to guarantee I can get Trick Room set up, especially on teams where it's necessary, like this one. Celesteela's going to get Leech Seed and the leftovers. I'm going to Leech Seed the Ninetales now. I could just Heavy Slam that slot, but both with Aurora Veil and Focus Sash. I'm not going to knock it out anyway. And I'm going to take this turn to taunt the Persian, because I want to be able to use Instruct. I don't want to be taunted, so I can't use Instruct anymore. I'd rather just taunt this Persian, get that out of the way. Persian could also be Mental Herb, because the Ninetales typically carry Focus Sash, but Ninetales probably like Clay. Gonna withdraw the Ninetales. That's another reason I wanted to Leech Seed that slot. Arcanine comes in. The Arcanine comes in. So I can switch into Guzzlord. And Guzzlord will really like that, because then I can, or I could bring in Rampardos. It really depends. I don't know. He's going to fire attack that slot, so both Rampardos and Guzzlord resist that. I'm just more... Oh, he's starting a Parting Shot with the Persian instead of Taunt. Alright. Yeah, I really don't want to... I really don't know what I want to do. So Celesteela is going to get all this recovery now. I mean, we're already back up to full, and we're still getting Leech Seeds. I still don't know who I want to switch in, because I could take the turn to Protect. Oh, you know what I could do? Because I don't know that the Persian's going to Foul Play. I think the Persian switches the person. I'm going to Protect my Celesteela this turn. Or I could sub. No, I can do that in the following turn, because I'm going to bring Rampardos here. I really don't think Persian Foul Plays here. If it does, I mean, good on you, I guess. But I really think it just switches, because it's Taunted and Leech Seed. I don't think it wants to stay in anymore. Yep, just going to straight up withdraw. For Tapu Fini. I don't like that. I don't like that you did that. You'll see Misty Surge activate, so I couldn't have been burned anyway. Celesteela is going to Protect here, though. And Arcanine goes for Flare Blitz. And he actually did attack their Rongaroo slot, I guess predicting the Celesteela switch out. But I should take that pretty nicely. I can't get burned, so works for me. Because now I just Rock Slide and Heavy Slam the Tapu Fini. Or I could Protect, expecting the Arcanine to switch out anyway. But nothing wants to come in on Rock Slide. We've seen Flare Blitz. Because as long as I get rid of the Tapu Fini, Guzzlord's going to be fine here. How many turns of Trick Room do I have? 2. I have 2 turns of Trick Room left. So I could just actually Heavy Slam and Protect this turn. And then follow up with a Rock Slide and Heavy Slam. So I'm going to Heavy Slam the Tapu Fini and Protect my Rampardos, because I don't want Rampardos to die. It does too much work. Arcanine's going to switch out for probably... Oh, Persian. Damn, I should have Rock Slide. I should have Rock Slid, because now Persian just fakes me out on the following turn. Shit. Oh, shoot. Heavy Slam into the Tapu Fini. Does nothing. Muddy Water. I thought Heavy Slam was going to do a lot more than that. That's upsetting. Celesteela's accuracy is going to fall too. So you know how much damage that did to Celesteela? I think our Rongaroo is going to be fine to come in here. Nah, it won't, because of the Persian. I am -1 too on Celesteela. I did forget about that. This is tough. It's a tough decision. I mean, it's using Muddy Water with Tapu Fini. I think we can deal with Arcanine without Rampardos here. So what I'm going to actually do, we're going to Heavy Slam the Persian and Rock Slide. Persian fakes out, not Rampardos. Damn it. I just missed Muddy Water. Missed Muddy Water. Of course, we miss Heavy Slam and they don't miss Muddy Water. So Rampardos is gone. I figured either, because either they were going to fake out the Rampardos or they were going to expect me to protect, or switch, sorry, and taunt the Celesteela. I just can't bring in Guzzlord because of Moonblast. I guess because I'm gonna get taunted this turn. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I'm gonna switch in the Guzzlord. Go for Psychic on the Tapu Fini. Yep, there's Taunt, so I can't get Trick Room up again. Muddy Water. Is this thing choiced? I don't think it's doing enough damage for it to be choiced. I guess there wasn't really a reason to Moonblast, though. Alright, this is when we see if it's choiced or not. I'm going to protect Guzzlord. I go for another Psychic on the Fini. Because if I can just get rid of Fini, Guzzlord will be fine. Because it's Persian, Arcanine. I don't know the last Pokemon yet. So Guzzlord might not be fine. Guzzlord might not be fine. I didn't look at our rating after that last battle. Or the first battle. Or the last battle, for that matter. Sure, I don't know. I don't know what our rating is at that point. I would like to see it pop up on the screen. Yeah, I don't, it's, oh, Tapu Fini switches. So it is choiced. That is a choiced Fini. If I've seen a Fini, that's choiced. Ninetales is going to come in. I switch in Celesteela here. That's a choiced Fini. So if we can get, I mean, if it choices itself in a Moonblast, we're fine, I guess. So we're going to have to work in between Guzzlord and Celesteela for resists and stuff. We're going to see the taunt from the Persian onto the Guzzlord. I could have just Sludge Bombed into the Ninetales slot. Oh, also the stupid Aurora Veil's up. That's why Heavy Slam wasn't doing anything. Okay. And it must be, what is it? Frackin'. Did it just reset up the hill, or has the hill been going this whole time? It just reset up the hill, I think. I don't freaking know, Ming. So I'm going to switch Guzzlord now for Celesteela. Ooh, Celesteela. I go for another Psychic and the Ninetales because that's all I can do at this point. Bep, bep. Celesteela is still not going to like a Blizzard, but it'll like it better than Guzzlord, that's for sure. I'm going to see Taunt onto the Celesteela slot now. It's fine, I guess. Blizzard connects with both Pokemon. I'm leftovers on Celesteela. I must be max special defense then. Not bad. And do we get a drop? No. The Persian does get hit though. The Celesteela and the Ninetales. Just trying to think. Will the Ninetales switch? Oranguru is going to no longer be affected by Taunt. So I'm going to go for Heavy Slam, and I'm going to try and get up Trick Room. If for some reason the Persian leaves me alone or switches out or something, then we'll be good. I'm thinking the Ninetales switches into like Arcanine though, because then it gets the attack drop, all the fun, and it doesn't get KO'd by Celesteela. But I don't really need to KO the Ninetales at this point. Persian goes for Foul Play into Oranguru. Yep. And then, if that doesn't knock me out, which it does, Blizzard would have. I think this is going to be our first loss, kids. Aurora Veil gets set up again. Okay. But, I mean, now we can't switch in between Pokemon, which is going to bonus. Heavy Slam into the Persian. He's got Arcanine and Tapu Lele in the back, so. Poop. And this thing has Citrus Berry. Come on. I hate these teams. I hate those teams. I hate those teams. Bring out Guzzlord. A brown Guzzlord. Yeah. What are we looking at here? 2 turns of hail. Why did I care about that? Roar Veil's up. Why did I want to look at stats? I wanted to look at something specifically. I can't remember what. I do have a turn of taunt left on Celesteela. My Heavy Slam 9-tails, I guess. And I'm going to Z-move the Persian. I don't know what this is going to do for us, but this is what we're doing. I'm going to taunt Guzzlord, so now I can't protect, which is unfortunate. I should have protected Guzzlord, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Blizzard will probably knock us out anyway. Oh, wow, that didn't do nearly as much as I thought it would. Heavy Slam into the 9-tails. This will be the last turn of taunt on Celesteela. Not that it matters, we're just so low. Critical hit. Beast Boost. We get double Beast Boost this turn, but our HP is so low on both Pokemon. And here comes the devastating Drake. I should have protected Guzzlord this turn. I messed up. I messed up, man. Because if I protected Guzzlord, then the following turn I could have protected Celesteela and devastating Drake to the Arcanine. Damn it! Yep, I messed up. I could have pulled it back. Because this increases special attack, which doesn't help us. Because we just get Moon Blasted. Damn. And I think the Arcanine is still like at full health. Like, I don't even... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that would have worked out. Because the Persian still could have, like, parting shot or whatever. I do not know, Ming. Misty Surge. The double Intimidate. Because the Feeny has to have Moonblast. And it's got to be choiced, right? That's why it switched earlier. I guess we play like it isn't, and I protect, and I Dark Pulse Arcanine. I mean, it's got Moonblast. There's no way it doesn't. Oh, Choice Vex. Yep. Shoot. Yeah, I mean, the only way we could have possibly done anything is if if I would have protected Guzzlord that turn, knocked out the Ninetales, and then my opponent would have had to bring in Arcanine. I protect Celesteela and Devastating Drake the Arcanine. And then we could have possibly won. And the hail's gone even too, so not that I was going to be able to stall out anyway, but what can you do? What can you do? We were going to get a loss eventually, especially now that we were bumping up the ladder pretty quick too. So, ooh, this team isn't perfect for sure. I definitely need to look into my Celesteela weakness. I'm thinking the only way to cover that's Flamethrower on my Celesteela. Maybe get rid of Substitute, because I never really set up Substitute ever, because I just don't. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully you enjoyed. We'll be back again on Friday with this team, because I really love this team. I always look forward to recording with it. So, anyways, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Stay sharp, everyone.